dogs. They're known as man's best friend, a protector, a family member, and in Alaska, a means to help get from place to place. As the years went by, like anything that moves, people began to race, and with competitions, there's always the need to train to prepare for the tough conditions in these races that the Alaskan tundra can bring. This mushing season, there's been one too many unfortunate accidents that have affected not only the teams involved, but the entire community as a whole.
It hurts. But when these dogs were dogs that I trained, it was like a physical blow. And it was a helpless feeling. And I just, had to do something. And, waging war on snow machine clubs is not going to help. It's not. We have to do something tangible that we're in control of.
All the accidents this season have come from when a pass occurs on the trail, and for a musher and the dog team, it's one of the more dangerous things to happen.
As a musher, when we're out on the trail and we're being passed, we're like sitting ducks, to like a snow machine. Like we're, the dogs are steering, and we have no control. It's really the only thing we can do is to make the dogs visible and hope that the snow machine driver is responsible, hasn't been drinking, and just makes a good decision.
For Dutch, he doesn't blame the snow machiners that are following the laws, but knows there are things mushers can do for the dogs.
As mushers, we know when we do head-on passes with bright headlamps in each other's faces, the teams just pretty much appear. You just see a headlamp, and I think we're going to find that having lights on the dogs and then maybe putting our hand over the headlamp to not blind the oncoming snow machine rider so they can actually see there is a dog team here, because it's a surprise, when you have dogs that are 50 feet out in front of the headlamp.
Another option is making trails for the dog teams, and in Chugiak there already is. And Dutch is the man that maintains that trail for the teams in the area.
It's a closed system. There's no snow machines on it. It's just sleds only. And it's just not common, like the multi-use trails are the way to go. And I'll tell you, having been out there, we have big yellow signs, and there are ordinances against coming on the trail.
As the competition grows in Alaska, so will the need for safety to keep up with it. For News Center Fairbanks, Alex Johnson.
There they go.
Well, we got really lucky so far, and the track got us an excellent car, Jerry Parsons' car. He's been running real good with the other one. He gave me the one he thinks is the best, and I think it is. And so that's made a tremendous help. But that's just 2 heat races. We got to get through the features and then get through a whole another night.
The craziness of the first night of the dirt shootout, with drivers trying to grab as many points as they could, had quite a few of the racers ending their weekend short, especially in the sprint car class.
Yeah, it was a bummer. We started with 9 cars, ended with 4. That was kind of a bummer. Well, the sun coming down, the dust flying, it was real hard to see. Just kind of guess where the turn in is, and just kind of like, just wait, turn.
For those drivers experiencing their first shootout, the madness on and off the track was holding true on a very uphill learning curve.
It's definitely not for the faint of heart. Definitely takes a lot of determination and a lot of money. And we didn't get a practice in this year, so it was really hopping right into it. I only got a couple races in the seat last year, and so this year was basically a brand new year for me, and it's been rough, but we're working the bugs out, and hopefully we'll be back out here to keep racing for the rest of the season.
Whoever wants to race is always encouraged to race. People, all these captains and crews, they help each other.
Camaraderie. One thing you don't always expect in such a tough competition. But with such a small community of racers willing to race the dangerous 800 miles, it's fostered a sort of close-knit group that's willing to offer a hand to their fellow competitor.
I like how everyone has been so inviting and so helpful. Everyone we've talked to, they're always very open to giving us advice and helping us out with motors and anything you need.
What truly makes the 800 miles tough is not the rivers and channels from Pikes Landing to Galena and back. It's the dangerous waters, sticks, rocks, and sandbars.
It is one of the toughest races in the world, where you go 400 miles the first day, restart at 6 a.m. and come back in the same upriver fighting the sticks.
For those that have raced in the Yukon 800, the experience of spending time on the river over the years adds up. For the rookie crew in the field, it can be a little daunting going up against such a heavily seniored field.
It's definitely a little intimidating coming in at first, seeing all these new big boats and old-time racers that have ran for a long time. But we feel pretty confident with our crew. Our crew runs pretty good, and kind of comes down to knowing the river really in the end. And that's definitely what they have a big advantage on us is river time. We've done a lot of practicing, getting ready to give it our best shot on it.
It's an honor to be the face of it, and just seeing all these girls come up to me, and they're so shy and they're so smiley when I say, hey, get in my car, like jump in, and it brings a joy to me, and it makes me want to keep going and push myself further, because I love seeing the smiles on their faces and them knowing that they can be me someday.
Being the first one to do it and being able to pay it back to those that are just getting started is the best way to do it. Helping them learn how to be better and not experience the same setbacks and have the ability to keep moving forward.
It feels great. It's good. I would love to see more girls out there. I definitely would. Right now I'm helping with quarter midgets. There's like 5 girls, and I can't wait to see them grow to be a sprint car girl like me.
Being the only woman in an entire state that races in sprint cars does have its challenges, but when you're the best at your home track, it does bring quite a bit of joy.
It feels really good. I feel pretty great about it. I love it. They all hate it, but it's okay. We all talk a little talk to each other, but we have a good time about it.